This is part 3 of Dear Esther.
Donnelly's addiction is my one true constant. Even though I wake in false dawns and find the landscape changing and flowing in constantly through my tears, I know his reaching is always upon me.
This is pretty epically beautiful. I wish they would have like a about the game or an extra thing that unlocks where it says Donnelly is this person, this is what happened. Jacobson was the hermit person and the guy's leg was here, you know, whatever. The soundtrack is pretty serene. No, it's actually not like Where's Your Serenity Serene, it's more like mystical maybe? Enchanting, a little bit of acoustic enigma. I guess it goes well with these caves. Kind of chimes going on there. I've been in Mammoth.
I first saw him sat by the side of the road. I was waiting for you to be cut out of the wreckage. The car looked like it had been dropped from a great height. The guts of the engine spilled over the tarmac, like water underground.
Okay, whatever. So I guess he doodled all these. Some of them are quite hieroglyphic-like. I've been in I think the world's largest underground cave. Well, it's like 400, it's like 600-700 kilometers of underground cave networks. In Mammoth Caves in Kentucky. They did not look this beautiful. Some of them were highly cavernous, though. Well, they didn't have all these weird light effects. Some of them were pretty beautiful, though. It was really weird. Oh, Robert Frost. Well, they're both roads that aren't traveled by, so whatever. It was really weird being very, very far underground in a cave. And then the guides, it was a group of like 10 or so, turned off with a light. And it was just so pitch dark. Kind of weird. Pretty. Very pretty. This would be a really cool place to go with like some babes, have sex, or some friends, or for like a peaceful, finite period of time, kind of just enjoying thing. It would not be fun to do whatever this guy did, which is apparently get a gigantic femur infection and die or whatever. So this is a very weird game. I've thought about it quite a bit in terms of just like what type of game it is, you know, like platformer, FPS, third person, real-time tactics, real-time strategy, survival horror. It's none of those, obviously. It's not like a tour guide of Scotland either. It's kind of like a weird, slinky, artsy, cinematographical, beautiful landscape, classical music thingy. Oh, I think this is where you can see the underground, the highway thing. No, wait a minute. I swear I swam underwater and the game popped up in an underwater highway with like a table in the middle of the highway. I think it was around here. Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but it definitely did. And I thought it was like a metaphor for when that happened. I kind of okay, guys. The hard drive, the partition I was using, got full. So basically, what just happened there is I was talking about how I swam down in the water, and I saw this in a previous playthrough. An underwater highway just out of nowhere. It's really weird. It's a little bit distressing that could happen. Basically, I just went up a path in the cave, and I talked about how when I saw this X-Files episode where Mulder and Scully. This is the end of this cave level. I just want to show you what happened. I'm not going to replay the whole thing, but it's basically just the same cave stuff. But Mulder and Scully were trapped in this fungus, underground fungus, and they kept hallucinating, thinking that they had left the fungus, but the fungus was causing them to hallucinate that they had left the fungus, so they could like keep them underground and slowly, acidically decompose their bodies or something. But they got out of that one, and when I saw this underground, so I'm just showing you what was over here, basically. This underground, like, underwater highway. Yeah, this is basically where I left off, so that's great. It made me think that a lot of this was just a hallucination. Like, this whole thing on this island is just some weird, this is basically where the Fraps thing, hard drive, annoyingly, get full. So yeah. Alright, so that's, should be some water down here or some. Just want to show where it left off. Oh boy. Wow, there's a lot of. How did he get up there? How is that even possible? So he reached up or something? Pretty elaborate. Where'd you get that cool neon paint? You order that from bulk from Amazon? Be funny if an Amazon person popped up. So like painting and stuff. Alright, this is basically where I left off, so great. Alright, cool. Just for completionness. Man, to Fraps a video game, you need like at least 100 gigabyte partition. I was using a partition I use for downloads and scratch of audio, scratch disk for downloads and audio, which is 40, but it had some data on it, so it was only about like 20 gigabytes. May from, of course, doesn't make it. May from Rainy City, A-C-T-Y, away. It's kind of fun though. I like this. Sort of vexed that recording got full so quickly, but whatever. At least it's not blotchy. Like when I tried to do a recording of Deus Ex Human Revolution, it was really blotchy. This is fun. I like doing these Let's Plays with recording. It works pretty seamlessly too. Nice. We'll probably have to reform or resize partitions though. Get a nice one for scratch disk, like 100 gigabytes for scratch disk downloads and Frappies. So I was saying that it would be kind of cool to go here, to go to a place like this, because it wouldn't be all like, oh, would you like the spa deluxe or the spa whatever, and do you like a membership card with your spa, and all that? Just be natural. With some babes, have some sex, or friends, or just a little solitude thing. Alright, so this is the end of the level. End of quote-unquote level. How did he draw on the side of that? That's impossible. Alright, that's just unrealistic. Oh, that is, he would have slipped. No. Alright, so that's the end of that one. Cool. Who knows? Alright, this is the beginning of, well, oh, here it is! Here's what I was talking about. The underwater scene with like a car and a table. Excellent. Marvelous. See, when I saw this, it made me think that all of this was just a gigantic, huge hallucination. And that, so this is obviously some weird flashback of the car crash, because I guess Esther, who is mainly possibly being driven by somebody named Paul, died in some car crash. But this made me think that, like, everything on the island was just a, hallucination. Now, when it plays before, there was a table. So this is slightly different. There was like a table in the middle of the... Okay. I think that's about it. They just, like, swim up, I guess. This could be like the depths of the unconscious or of memories. I don't know if it's like a metaphor. There we go. Right, so I think that's the end of that chapter. Maybe it's not the end of that chapter, actually. I thought it was. Okay. Look how beautiful this is. This would be awesome to explore. But it would not be awesome to be all, like, insane and doodling around with neon paint and, you know, writing letters to a dead person named Esther. Which would be a cool place to go with some babes for sex, some friends, or just exploring peacefully on one own. And I like that it's not all, oh, you know, don't go off the tour trail. Just, like, natural. I hate tour stuff. Alright, this is the end of the level. Great. No. Yes. Yeah, I think so, because you can't go back over that. Good. I just like that it's not all, oh, you know, paying to see the ancient caves. Okay, that's the end of it. And just kind of exploring. Cool.